Welcome to MJ Hobby Corner. This is another MJ Hobby Corner game, and today I am playing Regiments one-page rules solo. So this will be my game for today. This is the last game in the one-page rules series for me to play. I've played the others already, so this will be my last kind of tryout game, and then hopefully I can get Julie into these in the future. All right, so for regiments for today, I have my giants displayed right here. Then I have this nifty board that spins. This way I don't have to get up constantly and go to the other side. Even though I could probably reach over, it's just very cumbersome. This is so much better. I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but it's a nice spinning board, and there's some mounting medium on the bottom there to keep it nice and steady. And sometimes I even mount the trees and terrain and stuff so they don't fall. That's all temporary, of course. So playing on this nifty boards, here are the Vampire Lords, okay? There's the Vampire Lord himself. He's a little bit bigger than everybody else. And we're going to introduce the armies in just a minute. I'm playing 580 points. So not very big, a little bit less than the recommended 700 points, all right? And here is my console with all the little stat cards and notes and spells and things I need for the game. Okay, now let's introduce the warbands. Okay, so one last thing. This is the board here. We have a forest edge on this side. We have another forest edge here. There's a little bit of a ruined building there. A nice, cool statue. And there's a little house there that's kind of sitting there lonely. Nice and lonely. Everything else is pretty open. There's a little bit of snow on the ground. This is the far north, so a little bit of snow, but no heavy snow yet. The objectives are right there. That's 3, objective 2, and objective 1. There's only 3 objectives. I am playing 4 rounds. That is all. So let's see how it goes. Okay, and the important thing is that I am using a 15 millimeter scale and a couple of 28 millimeter and slightly larger for the giants. But here we have mostly 15 millimeter. There's a couple of different scales. So what I'm going to do is the following. For the 15 millimeter figures, they're going to move as if they were slow in the 28 millimeter game. So that means they would advance 4 inches and rush or charge 8 inches. However, skellies are a lot slower than even slow. So what I'm going to do for the skellies is they're going to move 2 inches to advance, 6 inches to rush. And yes, that is very slow, but if you figure like a living figure, a living 15 millimeter figure would move 4 inches, while these guys, since they have the slow attribute, they're going to be moving only 2 inches when advancing. All right, so they're lumbering about. And whenever they rush, they just rush or charge 6 inches, okay? That's only for bases that have the slow. Cavalry, I don't believe, has the slow, so they move the regular 4 inches and 8-inch rush, and these guys as well. All right, and the big ancient wraith is going to move as slow as the rest of the little ghosts. So again, they'll probably move 4 inches and 8 inches. All right, now for my giants, they're just moving regular. I'm not changing anything, no conversions, nothing. They're going to move just like a regular 28mm model moves in the game. So they advance 6 inches, they charge or rush 12 inches, and you know, if they have fast, which I don't think any of my guys do, then you increase that by whatever the rules say. Okay, so that's very, very important. And I also made these little square things, okay, for some of the models, and the models fit nice and snug in them. And that's just to give me some you know, bases that are all similar shape and with similar frontal edges, because I don't want to have like a whole mishmash of round bases and square bases and this and that. This way, at least, it's not perfect, but at least they all have squarish bases and straight frontal edges in order to make the measurements. Okay, so that's just something I did to make things a little more consistent. All right, and they're nifty little bases. All right, now that I covered all that, why don't we move to round one. I think that is all I need to cover, and let's get this game going. See you guys in the summary. Unless something really happens, I'll interrupt round one and just document it. All right, so oh, by the way, also a lot of little things. I'm going to be using these gems to determine initiative activation. Okay, and normally in the game you roll once for initiative, and then whoever finishes first is going to get to go first. But what I'm going to do is, I really like this mechanic in the last Age of Fantasy game that I played, and so blue gems are going to be the giants, red gems are going to be the vampire lords, and basically I put them in this bag, and whatever color I choose, that's who goes. Okay, and that's the ebb and flow mechanic introduced in the Patreon. So that's what I'm going to do, because I really like that mechanic. All right, it's the same mechanic as bolt action or Gates of Antares. All right, let's move this game. Round one, let's see what I pull out of the bag. All right, it's a blue gem, so I get to go. Okay, so I pulled a red gem. Already my leader moved. That's my leader, by the way. Her name is Crystal. She's an ice giant. Okay, she's also a veteran. But for the vampire lords, I just pulled one of their gems. So they're deployed in a group of 3. So there's one here. This whole little mass here is a second group, and then the third group. So what I do is I assign 1 through 2, 3 to 4, 5 through 6. So if I roll a 1 through 2, then these guys move. If I roll 3 to 4, then this little mass moves one at a time. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so round one is about to end, and I just want to document this because we already have some fighting going on. So my crusher giant charges into the skellies there, taking out 3 skellies. All right, so those skellies are out of the picture, crushed by crusher. So not a bad round for me. However, the scoring is going to be interesting because now my giant is contesting that marker, so no score there. The vampire lord moved towards this central objective, okay, and that's where he ended up, and he is about 3 inches away from the marker, but my giant is contesting it, so nobody scores there. And these guys do score 1 point on this objective unless I can do something with Yeti over here. Okay, so round one has ended. We have 3 destroyed skellies, so not bad for the giants. and it looks like some of the bat swarm is wounded there. And then my Yeti moved right close to the objective within 3 inches in order to contest it. And so nobody scores this round. All right. So that is it. Putting the gems. I'm just going to, before anything, kind of show the board a little bit. Okay. Just to show where all of the figures are, and this is the vampire ranks. Okay, and there are the wraiths. As I spin this, it's so comfortable not to have to get up. The lazy man's way to play. All right, now round 2. Let's do this. Okay, so I pulled a blue gem out of the bag. That's one of mine. So now I think I'm going to give it to my veteran leader. Let's see, because she has quite a few abilities. So I'm just going to give it to her. And that's the Vampire Lord. Now she attacks the flank, so he does not retaliate because it's the flank that's being attacked. All right, so he does have fear, which I'm going to say undead are immune to fear. I'm just going to add that. That's not in the rules, but I'm just going to say that she won't get the bonus, the plus D3 wounds, when determining who won because of fear, all right? These are undead, and they're just going to be immune to that. I'll make note of that somewhere for future games. First, AP1 and rending, which counts. Okay, she rolled a 5, a 4, a 6, and a 2. So it looks like 3 hits. Vampire Lord is going to save. Will he save? I don't know. Well, Vampire Lord has a 3+ save. Ooh. That's not a save. I'm sorry, a block. I call it, I change things around. I meant a defense roll. So he rolls a 3+. However, she has AP1. So it's -1 to the roll. So he is rolling 4s. So let's see what Vampire Lord does in his defense. So -1 is 3. So yep, they all block. So he blocks every single hit. That puny little Vampire Lord blocked every single hit. Alright, so there is no morale in this case. That's the end of that combat. Let us move to the dice bag and see what the dice bag reveals. Who will move this turn according to the magical bag? Alright, and it's another blue dice! It's for me! I'll take it. Alright, so who am I going to give it to? We'll give it to this guy since he's closer. So I'm going to give him the charge. He hits on 4s, AP2, and rending. I hit on 4s. Oh dear, so it looks like all my dice hit except 2. So I got 5 hits. Very nice, very nice. Good job, Giant. Alright, so 5 hits. So bats will have to defend 5 hits. 3, 4, 5 on the white dice. Let's see what they score. Oh, wait, they can't because it's AP2. So they would have -2 to the defense. There's no way that they can defend. I also have rending, and I did have 2 6s. So those count as AP4. So guess what? 5 hits are going to go through. So these guys are destroyed because 1 wound is carried over from the 4. I changed that to a 3. So, and he had 3 wounds, so 4. Okay, so toughness 3. And there's actually, this one's actually a little more because he took 5 hits. So basically they're all gone. Okay, so all of them are gone. So it doesn't really matter. I did 5 hits. It was enough to take them out. And Bat Swarm is out of the way. All right, so it is now a vampire's turn, a vampire lord undead army turn. Let's see. So here's the red gem. All right, so let's roll a dice. Which are those groups? 1 through 2, the wraiths. All right, so they're gonna get the activation gem. They win the prize. I'm just gonna let them charge in, charge his flank, and I kind of fix them up a little bit, consolidate them a little bit. So just make sure, kind of like you do in Oathmark and other games. So he can out retaliate, which sucks. And now, let's see. Ancient Wraith hits on 3s. Ghost Swarm hits on 4s. Let's see. Ghost Swarm has 3 attacks, because it's a swarm attack, and then he has, with his great weapon, 3 attacks. Holy shit. And they are at AP2, so yikes. And we'll see what other kinds of things he has. He had ambush, but I did not put him outside the board. I actually just deployed him with everybody else. He's also got Reap. Alright, so Reap is enemies take +1 wound with every 1 roll during a block. Oh man, damn, that Wraith is a scary dude. All right, so 4s on the white dice, 3s on the black dice. So 3 hits go through. So if I roll a 1 during any blocks, I get an extra wound. Yeah, for every 1 rolled. All right, let's see defense rolls. That's my Yeti. The dire Yeti blocks on 5s. Holy crap. Oh man, I think one of them goes through automatically. All right, so I rolled a 6, so I blocked this one. I rolled a 2, that went through. Then I rolled a 4, but that's AP2, so that goes through as well. So 2 wounds on him. Now Yeti has tough 3. Does he? Please say yes. Yeah, tough 4, yeah. All right, so 2 hits went through. He has 2 left. Whoops. There he is. He's got 2 left. Oh, Yeti took a hit. Boy, did he take a hit. All right, now we do have to separate them. Let's remember that, because I'm very, very forgetful. Really am. I suck at memory. My memory's really bad. Kind of concerning sometimes. But anyway, all right, so they push back a little bit, and then he has to roll. Let me see. I'm just checking my stats here, guys, so bear with me. So my Yeti, he has Frost. Enemy units get -1 to melee rolls. I could have used Frost. Too late now. Too late now. He could have used Frost and given -1 to their melee rolls. Duh. Well, either way, I think they would have still hit a couple of times. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. Q. No, he rolls a 1 for his morale. Oh, he failed morale. Gosh, all right. So here's the deal. I'm just checking some rules. So basically, his toughness was 4. He's a single model, so he is reduced to half. So when checking morale, since he failed it, there are 3 choices here. None of the choices really match the setting except for 1. If the unit has taken the morale test because it lost in melee, and it has half or less as many models or tough value for units with a single model, as it started the game, then it routes. Routes mean it just runs away from the board, counts as a casualty. He just had too much. He just runs away. He is out of the board. All right, so my Yeti has just run out of the battlefield screaming the Wraith was too much for him. And, oh well. All right, so this is going to be a tough one now. Let's see what the magic bag says. Magic bag says Vampire Lords. All right, and I'm right on the table here where the Vampire Lords are. So let's see. That unit already went. Okay, so we have these middle units and the 2 Skelly Cavalry over there. So let's see who gets the gem. So basically that was 1 through 2. So now this becomes 1 through 2, 3 to 4 for the vampire, and 5 through 6. All right, that's how I'm gonna do it this time because there's three bases. So let's see who gets the gem. 1 through 2. So 2. All right. So that means Skellies. Oh, Skellies. Oh, that's not good. That's not good because there is a model in between them and that objective. So they are going to charge. Now they only charge, what is it, 6 inches, right? Yes. That's what I said in the beginning. That is way fewer than 6 inches. My veteran, she has, well, first and foremost, forget that. Skellies. Skellies hit on 5s, A1, so there's 2 rows. That means 10 dice, because it's the first 2 rolls that hit. So, yikes. Alright, so 10. But they do hit on 5, so at least they're not great at hitting. Of course, with my luck, they're going to get all 6s. She cannot retaliate either, because she is hit from the flank. I knew that was going to happen. Alright, so 5. Let's see. 5s. Come on. 5s, that's 1 hit. 1 hit. 1 hit. Those rusty swords. Looks like nobody else hit. Alright, pretty cool. 3 hits. Alright, let's do this. 2 plus, and oh, a 1. She took a hit. That's okay. That's okay. She's fine. She's fine. She's got tough 6. She's the lady. She's the lady. Oh, she's the lady. All right, first things first. I don't want to forget this. Let's move them apart. And she has toughness 6, so she took 1 wound. So we're going to give her a little red dice of doom, which means she's got 5 left. So I'm going to do it that way. She's got 5 toughness left. That's what the dice represents. Now that damn middle objective is being contested. Oh, she has to take a morale. That's right. She gets +1 to morale, and it's a quality test. All right, let's do morale. And she rolled a 3. She failed, but she has a +1, so that's a 4. So she passes morale. And that's it. All right, give you guys a slightly different perspective. Going into the magic bag. Magic bag. Oh, man. More undead. All right, so I'm going to say 1 through 3 for the Vampire Lord. 4 through 6 for the little Skelly Willies. All right, so 1 through 3, it's the vampire. It is the vampire. All right, Vampire Lord strikes. Oh, by the way, she didn't retaliate. All right, I missed my chance. Oh, she can't retaliate. She got hit in the flanks. Oh, my goodness. All right, so he's going to get a free pivot and just pivot his base. And then he's going to attack. Oop. So now it's front to front. Now I'm in trouble. All right, so good. All right, let's see. How many hits do I have? A 6, a 4, a 3. Those are all the hits. And then a 2, a 1, and a 1. So those missed. So 3 hits. 3 hits on my lady. And so I got to get 3 dice. And she blocks. Crystal blocks with a 2+. She defends all of them. All right, so let's push him back. So that's that, and that's the end of that combat. She does roll a morale, and she gets +1, and she's got to roll 4 + 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a 3. Oh, she failed morale. She is wavering because she's still not at half her toughness. Thank God. So she's wavering. Let me mark her. And wavering models can only hit on 6. I gotta remember that also if models get attacked a second time, you know, if a unit has to, for whatever reason, attack a second time, it hits on 6s. That's something I definitely forget sometimes. So instead of putting it on the table where it would clutter everything, I'm going to put the little wavering marker right on her stat card and her toughness wounds, what she has left. So, all right, so she's wavering. That's not good. She's going to hit on 6s the next round. I got to get my ogre to do some magic here. Another freaking red. Oh my god. Alright, well, it's going to go to the last Skelly unit. That means the undead are patoo done. So it's these scallywags over here are going to attack my big crusher giant. So let's see what they do. And they're going to charge in. I mean, the distance is just, you don't even have to measure. So they charge in. They only get 2 dice this time because they are horsemen. And they're not very good. Well, they're not bad. They do get impact 1 this time because they did charge. So impact 1. X automatic hits when charging successfully. Only models in the 2 front rows cause impact hits. All right, well, it's not a... It's just 1 roll. So, all right. So, they hit on 4s. A 6 and a 5 both hit. So, and then +1. That is 3. So, 3 hits. I'm going to take my dice and just block. And he is Crusher. He blocks on 2+. All hits blocked. I'm sorry. He can only block 2 hits. And the other hit goes through. So, of course, he has toughness, what? Tough 6, so he has 5. Okay, and we're going to push these guys back as we're supposed to. Now, I could retaliate. Well, before I push him back, that's right. I keep forgetting to retaliate. He's going to retaliate before I push him back. So, he does a 3 with his Crusher Flail, AP2. And undead are immune to fear, so I'm not going to give him the fear bonus. That's me. So, 4+. Retaliation only hits once. Damn it. So they get to roll defense. And he rolls a 1. So now he's going to roll a regeneration hit. No. So 1 more Skelly is done. Boop. Horse and Rider crushed. So now I can push them back. And now they're... undead don't take morale. So... I'm going to do my ogre first, and he has fearless. I mean, my crusher. He's a crusher giant, not an ogre. My crusher giant has fearless, so it's +1 to morale. Morale is a 4 or over. Yep, he rolls a 5. He's fine. Now the Skelly has to roll, and because of the undead rule, he takes... roll as many dice as there are figures left or toughness. So he's 1, so 1 dice. Take 1 wound for every 1 or 2. Now let me see. Okay. Come on, roll a 1. Damn it, he rolled a 4. Ugh. So I know what I'm going to pull out of the bag. All right, so let's spin the world. Spin the world. Spin the world. Boy, I love this lazy method. It's great. All right, so, you know what? I'm going to give it to him. Why not? Let's get rid of this Skelly. And then that would put me in position to score on that objective. So, let's do it. Charge. Crunch. God damn it. He only... All right, he did 2 hits. He rolled 2 1s. All right, so he rolled 2 hits, so Skelly's gonna have to block those 2 hits. And he blocks on 4s. Ooh, not bad defense. A 1 and a 3. Yes. So both hits go through. So now he's going to have to roll a regeneration roll. A 3 and a 1. No 5s. So guess what? 2 hits are going to smash the Skelly. Yay! The entire cavalry unit of bony dudes is gone. So now this gem goes out of the bag. So he's going to do casting roll 1. And he rolls a 4. Target enemy model within 12 inches takes 1 automatic hit with AP 2. And the Wraith has 6+ defense. Wow. Not against magic. So, alright, so he rolls a 2, so he doesn't defend. So basically 1 wound. And he has tough 3. So we'll just make sure that we put the 2. I think I'm going to put it on the little card itself. Okay, so. Alright. And they don't roll morale because they're undead. So let's see if I can give him another wound. Let's see if he fails his morale. I mean, yeah, if he rolls a 1 or a 2. Nope, he rolled a 3, so no extra wound from the attack, and that's it. So basically that is the end of round 2, and that's the situation. I got 1 point here, so 1-0, and then no, this is totally contested here, and then undead get 1 point as well, so 1-1. It's a tie. Let's see if I could change that. All right, round 3. Alright, so first gem of round 3, and then I'll do a summary of round 3. Okay, so first gem, they have less gems in the bag, is a blue gem. And I'm going to give it to dude over here. And that's it. Alright, see you in the summary. Alright, so that ends round 3. Alright, game is almost over. This round, let's see. I got 1 point here, bringing me to 2 points. It looks like these guys are 3 inches away. Yep, definitely they are. So that's 2-2. We were 1-1, so 2-2. It's a tie, and this marker here is being contested. So we are at round 4, final round, and let's see if I can break this tie somehow. So, yeah, Vampire Lords versus Giants. All right, Giant Tribes. Let's do this. Round 4, last round. Can I break this tie? Well, at least a tie is better than getting slaughtered. Okay, round 4. Let's get this game finished. I'm going to pull out some magic from the bag. Let's see. And it's a red gem. And that's the Vampire Lord. So let's give him the gem. So he's going to go there with his little gem. So Vampire Lord makes a move against my ogre and is going to try to claim that objective. Alright, that's how I'm going to do it. That's that. Wow, hits on 3s, +1 to the roll. That's basically hitting on 2s. And my ogre, Shaman, he defends on 4s. Alright. And he has hero and tough 3. Okay. So let's do this. Vampire Lord attacks my ogre. And look at that. He hit with every single dice. Oh man. 4, 5 dice. So 5 dice have hit me. I have to take 5 dice for my ogre and defend. And he defends on 4s. So 2 defended, 3 defended, and 2 go through. Okay. So and defended 3 and 2 failed. So I get 2 wounds. He has tough 3, and Ogre gets 2 wounds. My guy has A3, so 3 dice for the retaliation. No AP or nothing. 4+, straight 4s. Not one hit, guys. Not one hit. A 3, and a 2. So my retaliation sucked. Vampire Lord's gonna move back an inch. And my guy has to roll a morale check. Alright, I rolled a 4. So, very good. He is fine. So, no wavering or things like that. So, we're good. Alright, so the last gem is my gem. Basically, all the gems that are left in the bag are mine. So, I'm just going to move him 6 inches. That left me an opening. And, folks, I think I just won the game. Because he's going to be 3 inches from that marker, giving me another point at the end of the round while these 2 markers are contested. And to the Wraiths, because she's nuts. She's a little crazy that way. And wouldn't it be messed up if she dies? And then the undead would score another thing and tie the game. Hey, it could happen. 4s. I give myself +1, so she hits on 3s. Oh, okay, 2 hits on the Wraiths. 2 hits. They are going to defend on 6s, but they also get a regen roll because they're being hit by regular weapons. Sorry, no block there. So they don't block. So I'm going to give it to the ghosts first. Wait, who's the most wounded? Oh, the big Wraith is the most wounded, so it would go to it. So 1 wound goes through. Now it gets to roll the regen roll. It rolled a 4, so no. So it takes a wound. It is from tough 3, it goes to 1 more hit, and it would be out. It would be out of the game. That would have been sweet. But no. And that's the end of that. Back on her. We can separate. Okay, so last is my Ogre Shaman, and he's a real ogre. Everybody else is giants. Okay, so he's gonna slam into Vampire Lord. I'm not gonna do a spell. I'm not gonna waste time. Just gonna slam in, charge in. Ogre Shaman. Ogres have no shame. So he is a single model. So he does A3 with his weapon. He's gonna have A3. So 3 dice. And Vampire Lord is gonna be rolling a well, whatever hits are done. Okay, so A3, and he has tough 3. He already has 2 wounds though, so hopefully Vampire doesn't kill him, because that would mean undead would win. I mean, well, no, they would tie the game. I am winning, so yeah, I'm winning by 1 point. So Ogre moves, takes a hit. He rolls 2 hits, a 5 and a 4. Okay, and no other special abilities, so 2 hits have to be blocked. Vampire, ooh, he has 3+ and Furious. Where's Furious? +1 attack, okay. So he's gonna defend. A 4 and a 5. Of course he does. He defends all of them. So that's pretty much it. Let's see. 1 through 3, he strikes back, retaliates. 1 through 3, yes, he does. So he's gonna retaliate. He's gonna hit on 6s though, because he already moved. And for this attack, he's just gonna roll 6s. That's the way I'm doing it. A 4. He has AP 1 as well. Oh man. Nope. So he is done. And that's it. That's the end of the game. I'm going to separate them. And that's it. I'm going to end it right here. So, results. This objective is contested. I claim this objective, giving me the extra point, breaking the previous tie, 3-2. And then that objective still being contested. Those skellies took a pounding, but that's it. So, all right. That is all. And now this game ends. I am victorious, finally, once. So here is my nifty board again. You will probably see these kinds of boards in other games, because this was really comfortable and really cool to be able to see the different angles of the game just by spinning the board, staying in one place, and then all my stats and everything are in a little console. I'm going to make a little console or something to put all my cards. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool little setup. Next game, we'll get it even better. Okay, so thanks a lot, guys, and we'll talk very soon.